Welcome back to day 8 of learning VGC with me. If you've been along this journey, thank you. We are still on a journey to learn, still having fun. I just update. I discovered was it passers? This thing. Regret not using this, if I'm being 100% honest with everyone. But we are going to be using this going forward. Inputting everything. I think data is actually super helpful, and well, obviously data is super helpful, but having something a little bit more visual would be pretty helpful to me. We're coming close-ish to the point where I'm kind of wanting to switch teams. I'm stubborn, so I may not switch teams for a lot longer than I really anticipated, but I mean, I feel like this is fine learning it. Although learning fundamentals, and there's still more I want to learn with this team. Using Urshifu is a big thing. Honestly, the biggest thing is learning how to use Urshifu and making space. That's a big important thing I want to learn in void states. One thing I'm implementing now going forward is, in order to help me not just press the button, because all I'm wanting to do, I'm noticing, is just press button, go. I'm going to wait until about, I think it's the 30-second mark on the showdown. Before I actually input my move. So, interesting team so far, game 1. I see that Terrakion is catching my eye, but this looks to be... So, Specs on the Flutter Mane, Scarf on the Chi-Yu, gotta keep that in mind. Overheat, Dark Pulse, okay. Follow Me, Trick Room, Imprison, and Psychic. Perish Song, okay, on a Specs Flutter Mane. Life Orb, Torkoal. Covert Cloak. So they have both modes. If I'm being honest, are you Terra Fire? You are. Your Scarf. Does Lando live a Scarf? So like the only thing I'm thinking about is like, what if they go Terrakion, Chi-Yu? Is that... That doesn't seem like an issue. So my gut's telling me Lando, Instant Bolt. I probably could... bringing Urshifu here with Torkoal seems a little risky. I kind of figured this was going to be it. So I'm not like super upset. I'm looking at this. And I'm like, do I want to KO... do I want to KO the Whimsicott here? The answer is not yes. I think the answer is I definitely want to Sludge Bomb and go for the Woodhammer on the Terrakion. Did not really think about that one. How fast are you? 176? I'm 168. Ooh, do I lose? Ooh. No flinch on the Rillaboom? We somehow lived that. I did take a lot of damage. And the issue now is like, Rillaboom high key was my answer to Flutter Mane. Your Terra Ghost... I'm going to Sludge Bomb Grassy Glide the Flutter Mane. Crit mattered. That's fine. Crit mattered. Oh, they just left. That's disappointing, but let's go ahead and utilize... Okay. Cool. I'm just inputting the game by game. We'll figure it out later. I'm not I'm not like that crit kind of sucked, but like at the same time it's like I grassy glide the Fluttermane, and I have everything else I need for like ending. So like the grassy glide was kind of unfortunate. Let's look. Is that Urshifu? High horsepower in the Rillaboom, something we got to keep in mind. Grassy glide on the Ogerpon, another thing to keep in mind. Taunt on the Fluttermane. Choice Band on the D-Knight. Terra Normal. Sash, and then that is... So, like... I kind of want to go POW Rillaboom here. Because this covers for, like, the only thing that's really, like, I would say kind of gets screwed over by is Rillaboom Ogerpon lead. Would they lead that, though? I don't know. Do I bring Bolt here as a question, too? Yeah, let's bring Bolt game one. So I'm up against D-Knight, POW lead. So there's two things I want to do here. Like, there's two plays here, right? Like, we can fake out the Chen-POW, but, like, you're Terra Normally here, right? I think, like, you always Terra Normal here. There's two things, right? You go E-Speed, Terra Ghost, but then you lose to my Terra Ghost. I feel like we go safe play of Sacred Sword, the D-Knight, Terra, and then we just say Terra Ghost is fine. E-Speed fails, Sucker Punch hurts, Sacred Sword is resisted. So, overall, not a great start. So, like, if I'm looking at this, like, objectively, like, you can't E-Speed here, so you have to E-Speed the Rillaboom. So Rillaboom's kind of safe. So because you have to Sucker Punch the POW, right? I think I just protect Woodhammer the POW. The reason being is, like, you have to click Sucker Punch here. And, like, you always do that. Like, but you fail. This goes to Sash. And now like, the big issue is, like, okay, now what? That's, like, at the end of the day, that's, like, the biggest issue. It's like, okay, now what? Right? Do I risk the speed tie? I'm 187. I kind of do have to risk the speed tie, don't I? Or... Oh. Sucker Punch, Grassy Glide the D-Knight. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just risk the speed tie. Yeah. It's kind of about what I expected. I could have switched, which probably would have been better. In hindsight. I feel like I just... The biggest downside here is, like, well, crap, because... Ogerpon Fire. If I knock this thing out, do I just win? That's a lot of damage. That is specs. I broke my rule twice. Mainly because it's like, I kind of figured that was going to come. Stomping Tantrum. I really don't have an out here. Ivy Cudgel did a lot. Can I spell forfeit? Okay. If I'm looking at this, like, where did I go wrong? It's this turn 1 here. Like, I think the play was to, honestly, just to double up the POW. I think that was the play. If I double up the POW there, like, there's 2 plays, right? That kind of just auto loses to a protect turn 1. But also, like, if I just double up the POW, I'm in a good spot, I feel like. I think I wanna lead Ensign. I think Ensign POW is a little bit better. I think Ensign POW is a little bit better. Because with Fake Out Pressure, although I can just burn the D-Knight, it's probably better. Rillaboom in the back. The hard thing is, like, how do I deal with Ogre Pawn? And I feel like the answer is just Bold. Yeah, same lead. I Will-O-Wisp the D-Knight and just protect. I'm just going to say, do what you got to do, buddy. Right? I can also just, like... There's 2 things... There's, like, 3 things I can do here, right? I can Will-O-Wisp the D-Knight protect. That's probably the safest play, because they probably can just double up here. I can... They can probably call it and go Stomping Tantrum, hit here. What is the safest play? Is the safest play just Will-O-Wisp protect? I think that's the safest play. Ah, I did a lot of damage. I'm kind of glad I did that play. So they're in a really bad position because Sucker Punch does knock out Ogre Pawn. But hold on, rule. Remember our rule. So, like, it is just Woodhammer Sucker Punch. Like, that's fine. Like, you can... That's fine. I'm not upset by that. My own... I mean, their own POW, rather. Like, the biggest thing I'm thinking right now is, like... I kind of want to protect. U-turn the POW. I feel like they just double into the Rillaboom. That's the safest play. What's my play? What's my safest play? Is it Grassy Glide, Sucker Punch the Ogre Pawn? Or is it Grassy Glide, Protect? I think you're going to protect the Ogre Pawn. Oh, you Grassy Glide, dude. It's POW. So I Grassy Glide their POW. Icicle Crash hits the Rillaboom, crits, but crit doesn't matter at the end of the day. So we go into my Bolt. I am not faster anymore. But I think Sucker Punch knocks us out still. Does not matter because Grassy Glide is a good move. So the hard thing right now, and this is the hard thing. Is there a way for me to win this? I think the answer is not no. But, like, I have to get calls right. But, like, you don't have to call anything. I feel like you just extreme speed IV Cudgel and say good luck, right? What are you locking into? IV Cudgel, Stomping Tantrum. Can I Terra Fairy, Thunderclap for the knockout? Nope. I'm just curious how much that would do. Okay. That's fine. What went wrong with this game? It was me losing the Ensign this turn. It was absolutely me losing the Ensign this turn. If I didn't lose Incineroar, like, I could have switched. Yeah, me losing the Ensign here really sucked. So, like, what was my out then? What could I have done? Should I Terra the Incineroar and calling? Maybe that wouldn't have been a bad play. In hindsight. Yeah, that would have been a good play. Okay. That's what I should have done. Hindsight is like, Terra the Incineroar here. So that way I don't die to a Stomping Tantrum. I hit... We hope we hit the Will-O-Wisp. And then turn 2... Moonblast Icy Wind. I probably could have lived. I probably could live a Moonblast. But no, I think I just switch. I say, okay. Because, like, yeah. I didn't think about that play. Because in here, or, like, hypothetically, too, I could have just switched here. That was also a play I could have done. Just hard switch to Rillaboom. But that would blow my Terra. Because, like, I feel like they're not calling a Rillaboom switch here. They have to hard call it. Do they... And so now in this position is like, I protected. If Pow's on the board, I don't think they click Icicle Crash on this slot here. And then... They probably, if anything, they click like Sacred Sword or they clicked a move on here. And then I just tank a Stomping Tantrum, which, like, that, yeah, that kind of hurts, but, like, not terribly. And then they have Terra Normaled on the D-Knight. Full health on the POW. Let's just say 60% on the Rillaboom. And then... Yeah, it's like the whole game changes there. Okay, I think I understand that now. I could have played that better. That's me. So, Fake Out Flarelets, Parting Shot Knockoff, cool. Bleak Wind, Tailwind, Rain Dance Protects, standard. Choice Band on the Urshifu. Multi-Scale. Okay, Multi-Scale on the D-Knight. Scale Shot, Extreme Speed, Protect Haze, Amoonguss, and then Assault Vest, Blood Moon. I think POW is just very strong here. Like, everything's telling me POW is very strong. But what do they lead? I feel like if they're going to lead anything, they lead either Incineroar. Is there Taunt? No. Incineroar, Tornadus. Or Tornadus, D-Knight. And then what is my lead then? I feel like I don't lead... Is my lead POW Bolt? Because then I can switch into my own Incineroar to tank a Scale Shot if I need to. Or I can just double protect. I feel like that's POW Bolt is a very strong lead here. It's very aggressive. So ultimately the biggest issue here, two things, is like, are you clicking Aqua Jet? But like if you like hypothetically, if you click Aqua Jet, like what are you getting out of, right? I feel like I just click this, right? So like you could click Aqua Jet to break the Sash, I guess, and then Tailwind or Rain Dance. Rain Dance Aqua Jet, I guess that's, but then you're giving up Tornadus. I mean, it's turn 1. Okay. They stayed in, which is crazy. I think that should have been illegal. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm going to switch POW because I kind of want it alive. And I'm going to protect Bolts. I know I'm not at the 30 seconds, but like, let's look. I'm not 30 seconds. Now I'm at 30 seconds. So theoretically, I could just double protect, but like, I don't think... Like, I feel like it's just better to do this. Just be a little bit more proactive. Let's just protect the Bolt. Fake Out goes on the Rillaboom, like I kind of expected, and then Earth Power on the Bolt. Okay. There is no... Ooh. I'm going to double up into the Ursaluna. 30 seconds. So I'm doubling up on the Ursaluna Smart here. I'm going to Wood Hammer, Dragon Pulse on the Ursaluna. Ursaluna cannot switch. Who's faster? Okay. So Wood Hammer's, no matter what, it's going to do a lot of damage to something, right? Technically speaking, I could probably just Grassy Glide too, but I don't think Grassy Glide's getting the knockout. I feel like this, like, Wood Hammer's probably guaranteed the knockout here. Yeah. So Wood Hammer knocks out. Take 33%, that's fine. Dragon Pulse does a good amount. I'm okay. Crit didn't matter. I'm okay sacking here. Okay, yep. So, game 2, what do we do differently? They're going to change their lead. To the point where Bolt POW is not... But Bolt POW, I feel like it's like the strongest it could be. I feel like just Bolt POW is very strong. Like, the only way it's not technically strong is if they just... So I'm faster. I feel like I Icicle Crash, I Terra Fairy Depulse? Because my thought process on this is that they're going to Terra the Amoonguss. I needed this Amoonguss dead. I needed this Amoonguss dead. Let's just burn... Okay, hold on. 30 seconds. So... I need to burn sleep turns. I also don't want POW to have any, like... I need to burn sleep turns. You don't have taunt. Oh, that misses unfortunate. I hate not having 100% accurate moves. Let's be a little bit more proactive. I don't want to... yeah, let's just bring in my own Incineroar. And we're just going to burn sleep turns. So they bring in their Ursaluna. Sludge Bomb goes out. That did a lot of damage. Did they Terra? They did not Terra. I kind of have to bring in the Rillaboom in this slot here. No, what wrong slot? I do kind of have to bring in the Rillaboom. I'm also thinking, like... I want a Parting Shot, bring in Rillaboom. Because I think Pow's safe here. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate, we'll be honest. But that's fine. We're just going to click Icicle Crash, Woodhammer. 30 seconds. No. I've showed that this one-shots. I have to kill the Amoonguss. And I'm like... I showed this is one-shots. I don't have another way of dealing with this. I kind of figured this would happen. Icicle Crash doesn't get the knockout. We love to see it. Rillaboom probably should go down here. Oh, we get the flinch. Big flinch. Rillaboom, you stay alive. Oh, this rule for this doesn't matter. This is an obvious turn for me. We have to switch in. We have to switch out Rillaboom. I want to save Rillaboom. Another move I could have done, because I kind of figured they would switch, is if I just go for the U-turn here, or I click on the U-turn here. I probably could have should have clicked U-turn here, just in case this doesn't knock out. But I protect here, because I'm like, I'm going to get faked out. So Incineroar comes out. It's fine. Blood Moon comes out. We protect. So I'm going to Icicle Crash the Luna and fake out the Incineroar. The reason being is that if, like, Icicle Crash is going to do a lot of damage to the Luna. And I'm guaranteed to live. One, because of Sash. This makes it so, like, you can't do any shenanigans and just double up into my POW. I probably blew my Terra a little too early for, like, no gain. It does suck. I hate Icicle Crash. I hate Icicle Crash. Terra Ghost, kind of obvious. Fake out the Incin. Icicle Crash does a lot of damage. Flinch the Incineroar. Flinch the Ursaluna! Okay, so now our position is interesting. Icicle Crash at 32%. I'm going to Sucker Punch Flare Blitz the Luna. That's fine. We got rid of the Amoonguss, and that's all that matters. The biggest issue right now is that they, technically speaking, could just go... Like, they can't slam Luna here. Like, they can, but they can't. They can, they do. I wanted to burn sleep turns, but... my position sucks. does it. I'm just gonna send it. My position sucks. I'm gonna have you come out. I am shocked the Ursaluna stayed in. Parting shot in the Incineroar. That's fine. I'm okay with Bolt being out right now. The biggest issue now is like this person's just gonna click extreme speed, right? I need the wake up here. I need the wake up here. Like they have to click extreme speed here. Blood Moon comes out. The Bolt lives. Thunderclap. I have to go for the double protect. I have to go for the double protect. That's the only way I win, because you're just going to take this out here. Yep. Yep. Honestly, how much damage is Grassy Glide going to do on the Luna? I need to know. Wait, what if I just run the time? How much damage? So missing that Icicle Crash was like game losing, if I'm being honest. I just made the game harder. I also didn't need to... Do I play around Bolt? No, I don't. I'm gonna play around Urshifu this game. Okay, Icicle Crash, 90% accuracy. I'm gonna need you to knock this Amoonguss out. I'm gonna need you to knock this Amoonguss out, and we're gonna fake out the D-Knight. It's just a free fake out. Yeah. I was thinking, like, what if I just force them to do it? Cinema. What if cinema? Okay, so we have Blood Moon with D-Knight out. They have to Terra one of these. I'm going to say you're going to Terra the D-Knight. You can't protect. I'm going to double the D-Knight. Because I think Rillaboom Urshifu can deal with the Ursaluna. So if I double up, like... Yeah, double up the D-Knight. Icicle Crash comes out, does a lot of damage. Scale Shout comes out, misses the Incineroar. We love to see it. Get the burn. I don't know if Scale Shot would have killed. I actually think the Scale Shot miss was better for them. Because, like, Scale Shot probably wasn't knocking out. That's multi-scale? Yeah. Anyways, deserved because I missed my icicle crash in game 2. So let's do another one, and then let's see how much time we have. So this is an interesting team. Okay. VGC Tester 1, this is probably a Smurf. Okie dokie. I'm gonna cry. The Terror Dragon makes me want to cry harder. Drain Punch knockoff, upper hand, poison jab. It tells me that, like, what are you fighting? Poison? Bolt's not bad into you. Bronzong. Iron Defense, Gyro Ball, Trick Room. Okay. Okaberry. What is Guard Dog again? Whoops, sorry about that. So, Guard Dog, attack boost on Intimidate, force attack boost. Cannot force switch out. Choice specs on the Moltres. Chien-Pao, Rillaboom. Okaberry. Lando. Urshifu. I don't like this. I don't like this. I really do not like this. Alright. So immediately I'm like, I want to kill the Grimmsnarl. Okay, 50% on the Grimmsnarl. So the reason for this, and it's actually really important, no cope, incredibly important, light screen's down. The light screen is not up. Lando, I just need to stall reflect. Would you be max speed? Oh god, I can't go into Lando. You hardwall Lando. I just realized. I'm gonna Sacred Sword the Bronzong, deal neg damage, just get Drain Punch, that's fine. You're gonna Gyro Ball the POW. You should go for the Trick Room. I just realized that this thing hard walls me. Lando. What do I just double protect here? The reason being I need to stall reflect. So like what would you call? I feel like you're gonna call it protect. I feel like you Iron Defense the Bronzong. My Lando is kinda useless here. And then hit here with Drain Punch. I didn't even think about Bronzong. Yep, Iron Defense. I'm pretty sure you do that. I'm gonna switch into Rillaboom. I'm gonna Terra Ghost Icicle Crash Protect. If I get a crazy payoff here, I'm gonna. No! Oh wait, crazy payoff! Ah! Let's go! Crazy payoff! Okay, Earth Power the Ogie Dogie slot. Protect. Iron Defense goes out. Last turn of Trick Room. Let's switch into Rillaboom. And I'm just going to protect with the Landorus, just to stall out the last turn of Trick Room. Gyro Ball comes out, doesn't do that much damage. The position we're in right now, it's not great. I will admit, it is not great. Just fake out. You don't have to protect Earth Power. We're gonna U-turn the Bronzong, and then Earth Power the Amoonguss. Okay, Trick Room's up again. Okay. How do we navigate this turn? This is a hard turn to navigate. I could double protect. But I feel like you're going to go Knockout, Spore here. So if that's the case, I protect going to Rillaboom. Yep. Yeah, okay, cool. We got that turn right. I think this was a mistake. Legitimately, why did I do that? Let's protect. Grassy Glide the Amoonguss. Hit the Ogie Dogie. We're gonna go for the... We have to go for the double protect here. This makes me really wish I brought in Incineroar. Okay, so I kind of have to just click Surging Strikes Earth Power on the Ogie Dogie. Like, the issue is Lando gets hard walled here. I don't win this. %, 15%, it's 15%. Earth Power. Trick Room comes out again. Yeah, this was a tough one. This is a tough one. I don't have a good answer to Bronzong. I don't have a good answer to Bronzong. Could I have protected there? I could have. Yeah, I don't have a good answer to Bronzong. So the reason being is that this definitely, like... Who's more annoying, the Okie Dokie or the Grimmsnarl? I did just show I'm willing to just kill the Grimmsnarl. I want a Terrifier. Yes. No! Why do we always miss? Why must we miss? Why must we miss? Why must we always miss? And Grassy Glide will kill. Why do we always miss? Okay. If I get a flinch, deserved. Oh, deserved. Okay, Bronzong comes out. I'm looking at, like, the answer is just double up into the Okie Dokie. Like, I don't have anything else I can do here, right? It's just double up the Okie Dokie. And, like, they can get 2 KOs here. Make them work for it. I feel like I just go into Landorus. Just say, okay, just... I can probably tank the, I can tank that a little bit better. And we'll hard switch in the Rillaboom. And then... we'll hard switch on the Rillaboom. And then we hit... Yes. That's fine. Yeah, Iron Defense, that's fine. The reason this is, like, I'm very confident you're just clicking Protect here, right? Oh, yeah. Trick Room. Whoops. There goes my Mungus out. I have to Protect here. Pollen Puff the Bronzong. Protect that. Wake Up. And I feel like I just absolutely just click Calm Mind. And substitute. Because you're just going to, you're going to Protect. And then Trick Room comes out. Okay, cool. What do I gain for double protecting? Like, I can put them in position no matter what, they're going to lose Among Us. Or Okie Dokie. Body Press comes out. Crit hurts a lot, but Okie Dokie goes down. Crit hurt a lot. I do kind of have to protect. How much damage did Earth Power do to Among Us before? Let's protect. Protect. Do you body press again? Yep. Oh, I'm in a bad position now because I'm like, I don't. Hold on. So if I stay in, Bolt probably dies or goes to sleep. Body press doesn't do enough. Oh, shoot. I just double protect here. Okay, 60%. Thunderclap did 51. Dragon Pulse probably knocks out. If Dragon Pulse doesn't knock out, I'm in a bad spot. Yes, I am. I'm in an awful spot. I forgot about Steel. I forgot about Steel. I did actually forget 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 about Steel. I forgot Steel resisted. Would I have knocked out, right? Let's, like... Thunderclap did 51%? It's 60? Let's say you go to 9. Let's just say, hypothetically, you go to 9%. It's extra 6% health. Yeah, I don't win this. I think that crit really hurt, but that's fine. You know, it's the game. Let's do one more game. Was there a better play I could have done there, though? I don't know. I feel like that's... Okay, I've seen this team. Are you scarfed? Yeah. Freeze Dry, Icy Wind, Hydro Pump. You probably boost your speed. So I know from experience, this lives. Bolt. And then... Pow? Or Shifu? Pow. So, like, I know from experience... Like, you're just gonna beat up. So I can just click Earth Power... Yeah, I can just click Earth Power Woodhammer, and that knocks out the Terrakion. Like, I do live a Rock Slide. You can also just close combat me. Or Sacred Sword me, which would hurt. That's fine. I'll trade a Rillaboom for that. So I can't... Like, that was what I was afraid of, is the Flutter Mane coming out. I'm faster, so you can't just Moonblast. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb, Icicle Crash the Flutter Mane. Dazzling Gleam takes me to Sash. Icicle Crash hits. Sludge Bomb comes out. Poison. No poison. Never lucky. It is what it is. Chi-Yu comes out. I need to stall Tailwind. So we're going to double protect. I also want to see what he locks into. Heat Wave, cool. I'm going to go for another protect just to see if I get it. Go for a Sucker Punch on the Chi-Yu. That's fine. Sucker Punch on the Chi-Yu. Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought that was going to do more damage. Absolutely should have just brought Urshifu, though. Like, 100%. I feel like I just bring the same thing, except Urshifu and Pow in the back. Everything was looking good. I can Terrifier here. Terrifier, Woodhammer, Earth Power. Mainly because, like, ooh, miss. I want to live that. Moonblast, probably expected to deal a good amount of damage. Chi-Yu goes down. Terrifier on the Rillaboom kind of sucks. So, like, I feel like you just Hydro Pump and you probably Moonblast here. I mean, Moonblast did what? 54%? 55%? I'm going to just Sludge Bomb. Pow's going to come out. Hydro Pump comes out. Tank it, Champ. Ooh, we'd love to see it. We do actually love to see it. I'm going to protect and just go Sludge Bomb on Whimsicott. Mainly because I'm like, I figured you were going to do that. But also, like, I'm just going to Rillaboom. And I'm going to switch into Urshifu. And I'm just going to go into Grassy. I'm just going to click Grassy Glide. The reason I'm going to Urshifu here is because I'm like, you're just going to Encore me. Hydro Pump comes out. Does not knock out. Moonblast goes into Urshifu. Urshifu lives. Aqua Jet. Grassy Glide. Oh, no! 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 Why? No. That's fine. This is fine. Not fine. Not fine. Not fine at all. Not fine at all. Not fine at all. Do we live these? Did they mess up? Does Sucker Punch knock out? No. How did I lose? This one was the most tilting one to lose, if I'm being honest. Like, turn one starts out super strong. Like, super strong here, if I'm being honest. Like, incredibly strong. I protect here. I feel like the answer, yeah, I protect here, go into POW. Tank the hydro pump. I live that anyways. I protect. I guess technically speaking, the protect was bad. Also, question like, why did I switch? Right? Like, I think the Terrifier was just also bad. Terrifier was bad, but also I live one of those. Yeah, I just didn't know the calcs. Okay, I think that covers that for today. Thanks for watching and being along to the journey. I don't know. I feel like I probably just got to play more. Something's not clicking, and that's the most frustrating thing about it. Is something's just not clicking. But we'll come around to it eventually. We're only on day 8, so thanks everyone. See you around.